in 2004 at Oakland Hills. Now, earlier today in Scotland, multiple European Ryder Cup team members gave their thoughts on the atmosphere at Bethpage.
Is an apology from the PGA of America enough?
I mean, yeah, I guess they're apologising on behalf of the fans. I mean, like I say, I saw those comments about I saw the interview that was with the PGA guy discussing about it was the same in Rome, and it was I think it's pretty offensive to European fans the fact that he said that, really. You know, I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone, but we did feel that there was a little bit of bitterness when we got to presented the trophy there and shook the hand. So I think it was, you know, it's not like they can't control what comes out of everyone's mouth. There's no doubt about that. I wouldn't say we're out there looking for an apology, but I would say, like, it's understandable that they would apologise. I've had quite a number of emails from friends who are American, emails, messages, texts, all sorts, apologising for the fans and saying, you know, we're really sorry you had to deal with that and stuff. But we knew what we were going to deal with going in. Luke and the team did such an amazing job with that you know, you over prepare so that actually when you get there it's like, oh, we expected this anyway, so it wasn't an issue.
Can I just clarify, sorry, just when you say you knew when you picked up the trophy that there was a bit of bitterness there, who specifically are you talking about?
Well, the CEO of the PGA in America, it was me and Rosie both looked at each other as if to say, like, it wasn't very heartfelt congratulations, I know that, and yeah, and he said we only retained it, but actually we won it, so.
Keegan Bradley made a pretty astonishing remark on Saturday about the crowd when he says Rome was violent as well. And Don Ray, the president of the PGA Americas, said something similar now. If you compare the two atmospheres, Rome and Bethpage, is that laughable? In terms of hostility?
Personally, I don't think that they were close at all. I certainly, with what I heard last week, I don't think Rome comes anywhere near that. To be honest, I mean, so personally, I don't agree with what they both said there. Yeah, apart from, I don't know what else to add to that. I mean, I think they're quite far apart, to be honest.
And just on the stick that you all took, you were prepared for that, but was there any aspects of that which actually shocked you? And also, have you any concerns going forward to Adair Manor that, you know, there'll be some people after some payback for the American team in the galleries?
I don't know. I think there's obviously there's a big difference between there's a big difference between a hostile environment and being booed and everything to getting personal comments, which again I go back to it. I think we're all prepared for it. I think and you know it's not, you know, of all the talk that there's been, it's not about the entire US fans or the crowd. Like I don't think that we should, you know, be sort of using that as a whole. I have so many friends that are Americans and that were at the Ryder Cup, and that was, you know, people close to me saying, you know, I've got to support my home team, things like that. You know, like that. That's what it is. Like you know, you're going to get a tough environment when you go to an away Ryder Cup. But yeah, personal comments can go too far, and you obviously hope that doesn't happen again, or it shouldn't happen. But it's so out of our control. And I think if you can, you know, you just have to understand what you're getting into and what you're there for, and go and play golf. And like I say, how many people are there? 50,000 people, 60,000 people? You can't sort of have a go at everyone, because there's the majority that don't do that. So I have no hard feelings about it at all. Like I say, helps that we won, obviously, but it's hard to tell 50,000 people to act the right way, and I think that's one of the amazing things about the Ryder Cup is the home fans or the away fans and the atmosphere that it creates, and who knows what happens in the future, but this particular Ryder Cup, I just think we were all very prepared for, and it showed in how we played.
There's quite a lineup of venues for the Ryder Cup in the coming years. Here's a peek at where the event is headed. Next will be Adair Manor in Ireland, which marks just the second time that the country will host the Ryder Cup. Then the event returns stateside in 2029 to Hazeltine National Golf Club, where it was also held in 2016.